Alright, welcome back to Toyo's channel everyone. In this episode, part 2 of the Death Stranding unboxing, I'm going to unbox Cliff DX Nandroid behind me. This character was portrayed by Mads Mikkelson. As most of you would know, whom has played the Death Stranding game, of course, on the PS4 or on the PC. Previously, I've shown you guys how the Norman Reedus one looks like, as you can see behind me, and you can check that video in the link below. I've also created a playlist for the Death Stranding items that I have also been purchasing in the past, so please tune in for that. Without further ado, let's get to it! And as usual, before we begin, please do like my video and subscribe to my channel, and also the ring notification button. So basically we've got Mads Mikkelson's character, Cliff, here, and also we've got the creepy baby, and you can also switch the head to a skeleton head, as you can see here on the right. In the game, he's actually got 4 skeleton soldiers with the umbilical cord that's attached to his stomach piece. We have Cliff doing his very iconic smoking gesture, and with the black goo coming out of his eyes, and also at the bottom he's doing that shush kind of gesture, as we have seen from the very famous. We can actually see the different pieces in action. So the first one, you have the normal Cliff's head with the gun, and also we've got the skeleton head. And basically, if you want to reenact the scene, you need to buy 4 additional figures. So 1 can be Cliff and 4 other ones can be the skeleton soldiers. And on here we have the baby with him, and he's got a cigarette butt here as well. I'll show you guys in a moment. Also, there is the helmet with the scope on his head, and again in the same trailer that the helmet would disappear. Okay, onto the other side with Cliff's eyes closed, and also at the bottom we've got the same illustration as on the back. At the top, similar graphic as well, nothing surprising here. At the bottom there again goes the skeleton. So I think I've talked enough about the box, so let's get opening. Okay, so as you can all see here, blocks from the cardboard box, we can also see the 2 faces that comes with this DX version in close-up. There are also the 6 extra hands that can be posed with different gestures. So let's take all the plastic pieces off. So right off the bat we've got Cliff, and the print is very nice on the face. Not sure if you guys can see, but the printing of the black goo is actually a tiny bit shinier in comparison to the eyes and other face features. And also what I really like about this figure is that you can see slightly the shading gradient of the kind of greyish hair at the top to the more dark greyish hair and the tips. And it also contrasts really well, as you can see in the ridge here. It really gives that depth, and makes the figure stand out even more in terms of that hairpiece. So moving along to the vest that he has. So similar to the game, he's got that little compass on his chest alongside with some other, for example, gun holder and the walkie-talkie. And yeah, it's pretty neat, especially with the many pockets that you can see for military purposes, for them to put in clips, rounds, etc. The overall outfit is really nice as well. You can see some of the camouflage that's on his arms, and also you can see these pockets on his trousers as well. And to the back, many more pockets as well, similar to how other military outfits are. And let's move on to the other head sculpts. First one is where Mads Mikkelsen's character has his eyes closed with the black goo, and similar to the one that we've just seen, this one is just in the variation of closed eyes, because if we compare it side by side, even the goo and how all the liquid runs down is kind of similar, or actually the same rather. Even the mouth gesture is the same as well, so this is just for the closed eye version. Moving on, normal head sculpt, face piece rather, without the black goo, and this is actually similar in terms of the eyes, very much, or should I say it's the same, but the mouth gesture is a more happier face. Okay, so we've got the very iconic baby as we've seen in the many trailers. I'm surprised that this baby doesn't come in more details, for example, how the different bits and bobs are stitched together on him. But on this figure, we've only got these staples that are stitched to his belly button, and also one or two nails and staples that are on the head. And in terms of the eye, you've got the very iconic blinking eye as from the trailer, and you can kind of see the blue pupil here, and it's got different shades as well, so it kind of gives the shiny depth and gradient, and it looks pretty nice as it's a tiny figure and they've just managed to put so much details on with such a small scaled down figure. If I remember correctly, this should be M4, and it's got the usual scope, magazine, front grip, etc. nozzle. So yeah, it's a nice piece, not too much details, but it's got all the essential elements that shapes it to what it makes out to be. So with the skeleton head, it's very nice in terms of the shape of the head sculpt, because as you can see the teeth, they've kind of given the details of the sculpt and really put the indents of the gaps between the teeth. And moving out to the top, we've got the scope and also some of the black goo, and again they are a little bit more reflective, as you can clearly see by the reflection here on my camera. And onto the back, more black goo, and also there is the various details, for example the battery linking to his helmet scope, and it's just a really nice touch. overall, I really like this figure, and it has a few pieces of additional accessories with the DX version. For example, the skull head as well as the baby, the creepy baby. Also the different expressions with the black goo on the face, and it really just stands out to me for some of the poses that he can do. For example, the one where he's holding up the cigarette and kind of doing the dancing thing. Right. However, if you compare it to the Norman Reedus' character figure, also that I've done in the previous video, it doesn't come with as much accessories as I would have hoped. For those of you who are still struggling whether to get one or the other, I definitely say both, because they do give different vibes, they've got different designs, they've got different aesthetics, and they are really just as much fun as to play with and to take photographs with as the other one. And it also really complements well with the Ludens figure I've got, as you can see here on the back. And I really just love the world and the characters in Death Stranding. And I'd love to hear your thoughts below. What do you think of it? Will you be getting Cliff or the Sam Porter Bridges figure, or even the Ludens figure at the back, or will you just get them all like myself? And I really hope that you've enjoyed this video. If you do, please give me a like down below here. Also, do subscribe to my channel for more goodness and greatness. And until next time, stay safe, and I'll be doing more unboxing and stuff for you guys in the next one. See ya!